Good morning, everyone. It is a pleasure to have all of you at this board meeting today. I am Datin Sri NAJAHADA ATHIRA, the chairman of this board meeting. First of all, Ms. HANISAH, could you please confirm the presence of the quorum today?
Sure, Chairman. I will be calling your name. Please say yes to confirm your attendance. If the person whose name I call does not respond, I will assume that he or she is not attending this meeting. Datin SHAZWANI,
Yes.
Miss LYELYBERTH,
Yes.
Datuk Sazali, Miss Sofienaz. There is a quorum present pursuant to Clause 60 of the Constitution. The meeting can be called to order.
Thank you, Ms. HANISAH. I hereby declare the meeting duly convened. The notice of the board meeting has been sent to all of you in advance. Does anyone disagree with it? Seems like everyone agrees with it. Then, with the consent of the members present, I would like to declare that the notice convening the board meeting has been taken as read. Before that, Ms. HANISAH, could you please explain the voting procedure that will be taken throughout this meeting?
Sure, Chairman. The flow of our meeting will follow the agenda stated in the notice of board meeting. The director will need to vote on each agenda mentioned in the notice. Thus, please raise your hand when our chairman asks for a vote later in the resolution. The agenda will be resolved when all the majority of the directors agree with it without any objective. Any question from the floor?
No.
Alright, I will pass it back to the chairman.
Before we start the first agenda, we need to accept minute meetings of the previous board meeting that was held on 20 September 2023. The meeting minutes has been sent to all members through email in advance. The meeting minutes will be accepted as correct if there are no questions or changes need to be made. Does anyone have any question or changes that need to be made to the previous meeting minutes?
No.
Alright, then let's us move to the first agenda. Firstly, the agenda is to review and approve the audited financial statements for the financial year ended 30 September 2023 together with the reports of the directors and auditors thereon. Ms. SHAZWANI, could you please explain the report summary on the audited financial statement?
Alright, Chairman. As we know, the auditor for Crower Malaysia PLT have audited our financial statement for the financial year ended 30 September 2023, which include the following: statement of financial position, statement of profit or loss and other comprehensive income, statement of change in equity, statement of cash flow, and notes to the financial statement. Our auditor has expressed an unqualified opinion where the financial statement for the financial year ended 30 September 2023 are true and fair, and it is complying with the Malaysian Financial Reporting Standard (MFRS), International Financial Reporting Standard (IFRS), and the requirement of the Company Act 2016. That's all from me.
Thank you, Ms. SHAZWANI. Does anyone have any question about the audited financial statement? Alright, please raise your hand if you agree to approve the audited financial statement for the financial year ended 30 September 2023 together with the directors and auditors report. Can I have Ms. HANISAH please count the vote?
Hanisah, mic.
The vote have been recorded. Dear Chairman, all agree to approve the audited financial statement for the financial year mentioned, together with the director and auditor reports.
Since everyone agreed to approve the audited financial statement for the financial year ended 30 September 2023 and Director and Auditor report, I hereby declare that the agenda has been resolved. Hence, the audited financial statement will be circulated at least 21 days before the date of the upcoming 10 AGM, and they will be presented in the upcoming AGM only for discussion with the other shareholders and auditors. Now, we will proceed with the second agenda, which is the re-election of directors of the company during the upcoming 10 AGM. Can Ms. Hanisah provide us some details on the re-election?
Yes, Chairman. According to Section 205 subsection 5, a retiring director shall be eligible for the re-election as if he is not disqualified under Companies Act 2016. However, before the re-election, the company must make a decision on the retirement of director as per Section 205 subsection 3. At the conclusion of the next annual general meeting, one-third of the directors shall retire from office.
Thank you for the explanation. I would like to ask whether Ms. LYELYBERTH agree to retire and re-elect as the director at the next AGM.
Yes, I agree to retire at the next AGM.
Okay, did all of you agree to re-elect Ms. LYELYBERTH and Datuk Sazali as the company director at the next AGM? Please raise your hand if you agree. The, the vote has been recorded. Dear Chairman, all agree to re-elect Ms. LYELYBERTH and Datuk Sazali as the company director for our company at the next AGM.
Thank you for the response. Since everyone agrees, I will conclude that Datin LYELYBERTH will be elected as the company director for official appointment in the next AGM. So we will bring this agenda to the next AGM for ordinary resolution under ordinary business.
Thank you. I appreciate the trust. I will be retired and re-elect for the 10th AGM.
Do you have more questions regarding this agenda? Alright, we will present this agenda for ordinary resolution at the ordinary business in the upcoming AGM. Now, let's proceed to our third agenda to approve the payment of director fees and benefit. I would like to ask our director, Datin SHAZWANI, to explain director's fees and benefit.
Thank you, Chairman. Previously, the Remuneration Committee held a meeting to review the director's fees and benefit. After careful consideration, we agreed to maintain the same director's fees and benefits at the same amount as the previous financial year. The total of director's fees and benefit is RM 1,200,000, unchanged from the previous year. This is just our team opinion. Any comment or suggestion is welcome.
Since there is no question from the members, let us proceed with the voting process. You may raise your hand if you agree to approve the payment of director fees and benefit.
The vote has been recorded. Dear Chairman, all agree to approve the proposed payment of director's fee and benefits for the financial year ended 31st December 2023.
Alright, since all of us agreed, I hereby declare that the agenda is resolved whether the amount for director fees and benefit totaling RM1,200,000 and we will need to have ordinary resolution in the upcoming AGM. Let's move to the next agenda, which is the reappointment of the auditor and determine the auditor's remuneration. We start with the reappointment of the auditor. Messrs. Crowe Malaysia PLT has been appointed as our auditor for 3 years and their performance during this time has been exceptional. Therefore, we propose to reappoint Ms. Crowe Malaysia PLT as our auditor for the upcoming financial year. With regard to this, I would like to ask for approval from all of you and please raise your hands if you agree with this. Thank you. We will now proceed with the fixing the auditor's remuneration. In the current year, we paid Messrs. Crowe a total of 75,000 for the audit fees. However, Messrs. Crowe mentioned that audit fees would rise to 80,000 in the upcoming year.
Yes, please allow me to explain. The workload of the auditor can impact on the audit fees. Since we anticipated outstanding performance from Mrs. Crowe, it required significant effort and time from the auditors, leading to higher fees.
We will now proceed with the voting process. If there are no further inquiries, kindly raise your hand if you agree with this resolution.
All directors' have been recorded. We all agree with the resolution.
Since all members passed this resolution, I conclude that Messrs. Crowe Malaysia PLT will be reappointed as the company auditor with a remuneration of RM80,000 per annum, and this agenda will bring to the upcoming AGM for ordinary resolution. Now we will proceed with the fifth agenda, which is to discuss the election of Ms. Sofienaz Hanim, who retires pursuant to Article 98 of the company's constitution and who being eligible offer herself for election. Ms. Hanisah, can you explain further the requirement to elect the new director?
Sure, Chairman. Article 98 of the Constitution of the company expressly state that a director appointed by the board shall hold office until the conclusion of the next AGM of the company, and he shall be eligible for election, but shall not be taken into account in determining the directors who are retired by rotation at that meeting. After referring to the register of director, it is highlighted that Ms. Sofienaz Hanim need to hold office until the conclusion of the next AGM and is eligible for election.
Thank you for the explanation. I would like to ask whether all of you agree to elect Ms. Sofienaz Hanim as our new director for our company. Please raise your hand if you agree.
The vote have been recorded. Dear Chairman, all agree to elect Ms. Sofienaz Hanim as our new director for our company at the next AGM.
Thank you for the response. Since everyone agrees, I will conclude that Ms. Sofienaz Hanim will be elected as the company director for official appointment in the 10th AGM. So, we will bring this agenda to the next AGM for ordinary resolution under ordinary business. Let's move to Agenda 6, which is on the re-election of directors of the company during the upcoming 10th AGM.
Sure, Ms. Sofienaz. Agenda 6 involved the re-election of Datin Sri Nur NAJAHADA in accordance with Article 99 of the company's constitution. This article specifies that at every annual general meeting (AGM), at least one-third of the director currently in office shall retire. A director retiring at a general meeting will continue to hold office until the conclusion of that meeting. Additionally, as outlined in Article 99 of the Constitution, all directors are mandated to retire from office at least once every 3 years. Importantly, a director who retires is eligible for re-election. In light of this constitutional provision, Datin Sri Nur NAJAHADA is slated to retire by rotation at the upcoming 10th AGM and is eligible to stand for re-election. This process ensures the periodic refreshment of the board and aligns with our commitment to government practice. You are welcome. Okay, how about Chairman? Do you agree with the statement?
Yes, I agree to retire and re-elect as the director at the next AGM.
Okay. Did all of you agree to elect Datin Sri Najahada as a company director at the next AGM? Please raise your hand if you agree. The vote have been recorded. Dear Chairman, all agree to re-elect Datin Sri Najahada as a director of the company at the next AGM.
I appreciate the trust. I will be retired and re-elect for the 10th AGM. Do you have more questions regarding this agenda? Alright, we will present this agenda for ordinary resolution at the ordinary business in the upcoming AGM. Now we move to the next agenda, which is to discuss the authority to issue shares pursuant to Section 75 and 76 of the Companies Act 2016. Ms. Hanisa, could you please help me to explain this to the directors?
Certainly, Chairman. According to Section 75 and 76 of the Companies Act 2016, the company's director have the authority to issue share once the company obtain approval through a resolution. This authority come into effect immediately upon the passing of the resolution and remain valid until the conclusion of the next annual general meeting of the company.
Thank you, Ms. Hanisa. Please raise your hands if you agree with this agenda.
All votes has been counted. All are agree with this agenda to be discussed further on the next AGM.
If there are no further concerns regarding this matter, we should move to the next agenda. Well, the next agenda is to review and approve the circular to shareholders in relation to the proposed change of name from Rancak Niaga Berhad to Rancak Niaga Holding Berhad. Our secretaries has prepared the draft for circular to shareholding regarding this matter. Are there any questions regarding the circular?
No.
Since there are no inquiries from the board, please raise your hand if you agree to approve the circular to the shareholders.
Dear Chairman, as counted, all the directors agreed to approve and circular to shareholders in relation to the proposed change of name.
Since everyone agreed, I conclude that the circular to shareholders in relation to the proposed change of name is being approved and will be brought to the upcoming 10 AGM for special resolution under special business. We will proceed to the discussion of the investment in Rancak Travel Sendirian Berhad. I would like to express my appreciation for Ms. LYELYBERTH's comprehensive proposal. Could you provide a brief overview of this matter?
Thank you, Chairman. Indeed, Malaysia tourism sector holds immense growth potential, given the government dedicated effort to fortify the industry. With a steadfast commitment to enhancing the tourism landscape, we are optimistic about the prospect. The proposal comprehensively addresses key facets such as marketing strategies, expansion blueprints, and financial forecasts. Our goal is to harness these components strategically, capitalizing on growth prospect and ensuring a robust return on investment. We propose to seek 50 million from Bank Islamic Berhad to fund our expansion plan and take advantage of growth opportunity available in the tourism industry.
Although I agree with Ms. LYELYBERTH, taking on large loan involves risk consideration. What collateral are we offering in order to secure the loan?
Our plan is to charge the loan against the land at Mukim Pengkalan Kundur in order to secure repayment. Thus, ensuring that our financial security is not compromised.
If there are no further inquiries, we will proceed with the voting process. Please raise your hand if you agree with this resolution.
As counted, all directors have approved the investment in Rancak Travel Sendian Berhad, Chairman.
If there are no further concern regarding this matter, let's proceed to the next agenda. The 10th agenda is to discuss the resolution to hold our AGM and authorize the secretaries to issue a notice. Ms. Hanisa, could you please provide us with an update on the proposed AGM?
Sure, Chairman. We have been discussing the scheduling and logistic of the AGM, and I am pleased to present the proposed resolution to the board today. We will hold our 10th annual general meeting at the meeting room of our company on Thursday, 18 January 2024 at 10 a.m.
Thank you, Ms. Hanisa. Before we proceed, I would like to open the floor for any question from the board members regarding the proposed resolution.
I have a question. Have we ensured that the necessary quorum will be present at the AGM to make it valid and effective?
Absolutely, Ms. LYELYBERTH. As per the requirements stated in our constitution, we will ensure that the necessary quorum is present at the AGM. Additionally, we will provide clear instruction to our shareholders on attending and participating in the meeting.
Alright, Miss Hanisa, I have no problem anymore. Thank you.
It seems that we have taken all the necessary steps to organize a successful AGM. If there are no further questions from the board members and Ms. Hanisa, please proceed with the necessary action to hold the AGM and issue the notice to shareholders.
We will promptly initiate the process of organizing the AGM and issuing the notice to shareholders in accordance with the proposed resolution.
Thank you, Ms. Hanisa, for your diligent work on this matter. Moving on to the last agenda, which is to review and finalize the notice of AGM. Ms. Hanisa, could you please provide us with an update on the progress made so far?
Sure, we have prepared a draft of the notice of AGM, which includes all the necessary information and agenda items to be discussed during the meeting. Therefore, I would like to finalize the agenda that will be at the notice of the AGM.
Yes, you shall continue, Ms. Hanisa.
Firstly, we will go through ordinary business purpose. There are 6 agenda, which is as follow. First, to receive the audited financial statement of the company for the financial year ended 30 September 2023 together with the director and auditor's report thereon. Second, to re-elect the Ms. LYELYBERTH and Datuk Sazali bin Saad, who retire pursuant to the Article 100 of the company's constitution. Third, to approve the payment of director's fee and allowance payable to the non-executive director of up to an amount of 1.2 million ringgit for the period from the 10th AGM to the 11th AGM of the company. Fourth is to reappoint Mercer Crowe Malaysia PLT as auditor of the company for the financial year ending 30 September 2023 and to authorize the director to fix their remuneration. Fifth is to re-elect Director F, who has elected subsequent to the last annual general meeting and pursuant to the Article 98 of the company's constitution and being eligible has offered herself for re-election. And lastly is to re-elect Director who retire by rotation pursuant to Article 99 of the company's constitution and being eligible have offered herself for re-election. Is there any other agenda to be included in the ordinary business purpose before we proceed to a special business purpose? Okay, I will continue with the special business. With first is to discuss the authority to issue share pursuant to section 75 and 76 of the Companies Act 2016 and followed by to discuss the purpose change of name from Rancak Niaga Berhad to Rancak Niaga Holding Berhad. Are there any other point or agenda that I have missed?
No.
Thank you, Ms. Hanisa, for preparing the notice of AGM and accommodating to the board suggestion. If there are no further comments regarding this agenda, let's proceed to the question of this meeting. Finally, we have reached the end of our board meeting today. I am grateful that we could finish the discussion of our agenda as planned. Before we officially adjourn the meeting, may I have a summary of the agenda we discussed today?
Yes, Chairman. I will now briefly summarize the 11th agenda we discussed today. First agenda is all director review and approve the audited financial statement for the year ended 31st December 2023 together with director and auditor's report. Second agenda is all director agree to re-elect Ms. LYELYBERTH and Datuk Sazali as the company director for our company at the next AGM. Third agenda is all director agree and approve the payment of director's fee and benefit payable for the financial year ended 31st December 2023 with a total amount of 1.2 million ringgit that remain unchanged from the previous financial year. Fourth agenda, all director agree and approve the reappoint of Mrs. Crow Malaysian PLT as the company auditor with the remuneration of 80,000 per annum. The fifth agenda is all director agree and approve the election of Ms. Sofienaz Hanim as a director in the forthcoming 10th AGM. Sixth agenda is all director agree to re-elect Datin Sri NAJAHADA as a director of a company at the next AGM. Seventh agenda is all director agree and approve the authority to issue shares pursuant to Section 75 and 76 of the Company Act 2016. Eighth agenda is all director agree and approve the circular to shareholders in relation to the proposed change of name. Ninth agenda is all director approve the investment in Ranchak Travels Neighborhood. Tenth agenda is all director approve the resolution to hold the 10th AGM and authorize the secretaries to issue a notice of AGM. 11th agenda is all director review and finalize the agenda under ordinary and special business in the notice of AGM. This all concludes my summary of the meeting. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Hanisah. Are there any other questions from the floor?
No question.
May I adjourn our meeting today?
Yes, you may.
Alright, I hereby declare that the meeting is adjourned. Thank you for your active participation and valuable contribution throughout this board meeting. Take care and stay safe.
Thank you
Thank you
too.
too.